Got big loads only for Oliver today. He's got how many tons he got on there? 15. I'm guessing at 15 ton on there. It's one of them trailers that has led some unbelievable loads and weight of stuff in its years. I mean, I bought it off, well, where he's going actually, where he's delivering that fodder beater. That's where I bought the trailer, and it was originally, it started off its life as a 14 ton traffic trailer. When 14 ton was a big trailer, you know, like everyone else was running around in 8 and 10s. Anyway, these lads had 14 tonners, a couple of gulls and that traffic. Anyway, that body rotted away, so Wold built them another body, and that's had that much use. That bugger's going thin and all, so it could just do with patching up a little bit here and there, but a very, very good trailer. Bash is well bagged up. He's sucking, isn't he? Well, that gave you a clue, didn't it? Oh, here he is. We've had a little bull calf. Well, he's a bull at the moment, but these little instruments Ollie's got is going to make him into a bullock. But yeah, oh, let's do him.
Hang on.
Is it alright?
Just doing his knackers.
Oh, I thought you'd done another day.
Couldn't find them, too little. You've got one of them?
Yep. Yeah, look. 50 Yeah, we've got a little tidy little bull calf, and we've just put a ring on him to make him into a bullock because it's just easy to handle for us lot. Ollie has mentioned about leaving a few bulls for next year, but I don't know, maybe just cause ourselves problems at minute. But yeah, a little bundle of joy turned up on Sunday night, and she showed a bit of cleansing, and within half an hour he was born, and within half an hour he was up and at it. Yeah, he's only little like. I did think there was a possibility of twins at one point, but there was just this little bundle of joy. But all we've give her, in fact, she maybe wants a bit more grub. Oh no, she's got lots. All we give her for the 6 weeks up to calving is some barley straw, and I tell you what, she hasn't lost a lot of conformation, and he's a little tight calf, not, you know, tight, healthy, strong calf, not a great big robust thing what we've had to drag out and half kill getting him out. So I think it's the answer. He's a beauty. Don't know whether it's our first or our last. Would you class her? It's one of them, isn't it? Last, yeah, I would say last. Christmas. The first one is mid-December. About the 15th of December we're hoping to start calving, as long as Warnie started working straight away.
Are you PDing him?
Yeah. Well, yes, I think so. And then we know whether there's any like inting calf or what it... Well, we are PDing because we've got a grant to test for, what is it? Bovine? Oh, God. We've got a... No. BVD. Yeah, we've got a grant off DEFRA to test the herd for BVD, which is bovine... No, venereal disease. Bovine... I should know this. My memory's terrible. Something diarrhea.
BVD,
yeah. It's not VD like you go to Clap Clinic for. Someone dropped this off yesterday. It's a 648 New Holland Baler. and it looked terrible. It'd been packed outside and it was just covered in canker. Anyway, I've had an hour washing it off, and it's actually mechanically very good. But it hasn't got a control box, so someone's ringed it up with this gizmo. So what that gizmo does, I don't know. It must activate the net wrap, and you must have to watch the ram at the back, and when the ram gets to a certain position, you know how big your bale is, and then you stop and activate your net wrap by manual. But it runs like a clock, it really does. At first there was a roller or two seized up. Anyway, they came to life very easy, but hopefully I've got an export customer for it. But we run these balers back in the day, and hellish balers. We had our first round baler was a 650 New Holland like this, slightly older than this, sort of 91 I think it was. It was an ex-contractor when we bought that, and then we bought a 640. We had two 640s, I'm sure. One we fired, and one one we fired, and then the last one I can't remember. I think we exported it, and then we went on to Vicon balers, which I wasn't a fan of at all. That bloody top roller. How we never fired that, I do not know, because it used to do a top roller bearing twice a season. And these were brilliant bales. Bloody hell, they'd bale anything. They'd go into wet, freshly cut silage, and you could make a beautiful bale. They were hellish baleries. I don't know what New Holland balers are like now, but back in the day, I think this is a 96. I mean, it is for sale. I will sell it, but I have got an expert. It's Suck It at Sea. Come and have a look at it. I'll put it on a tractor, and the electrics you'd have to work out yourself. But the rest of it, everything spins. Belts are in good order, and it's quite tidy. I mean, there's corrosion on that top. The rest of it's quite tidy. 1,200 quid if you want it. I mean, come and get it. 1,200 quid. You know, I'll probably get a little bit more for export if I can find that man. But just to clear it out my yard, 1,200 quid. Unbelievable, really, the results of this rape. We thought it was going to be to knock up, and we kept at it with the insecticide and foliar feed, and look at it now. I mean, it's perfect. You know, all our rape looks really good, really promising. To say what disaster we had 2 years ago where we drilled 60 acre, we ended up with 6, and to be fair, we should have knocked that up. This year everything looks really good, and I think the plants are strong enough if the pigeons find them. And the Centurion Max give the blackgrass a right pounding. Next step is its astro curve. The curb for the grass weeds and the astro for the broadleaf stuff. So hopefully it'll take all that out. But yeah, very, very pleased. But we think the Elevate, what we put on from Micromix, really gave it a boost. You won't believe it, actually. When I sprayed the Elevate, there was a little spindly plant with no leaves. And I sprayed the Elevate, and then it... I went on holiday for a week, came back, and bloody hell, it was green over. These little plants had gained extra leaves and thrived, and they've never looked back, really. And it's definitely something we're going to have in the shed for that type of application. When you're worried about something or something's looking a bit sick, whack 1.5 litres of elevator on it. So yeah, from Micromix. Well, this is a bit of a problem though. I've never had a chance to round up the rest of the field off, and I never had a chance to do this breed, and with this mild weather there's blackgrass like that, so we just hope it doesn't winter sort of it'll stop its growth, because we don't want them seeds to shed. But if I get chance where the wind's blowing away from me rape crop, I will just give this a blast of glyphosate to kill it. Should come to our daily routine. We give them a bit of barley about every, well, three times a week, just so we can get them to follow us. And they're in fine condition. But they are fat. All they're getting is a bit of pickings at grass, which is still growing. And we're bringing a barley straw as well. And yeah, they look fantastic. These three at the back are the ones I bought in this time. They're a lot more, sort of got a bit more woolly and a bit more curly hair. They look like they're a bit more rugged and hardy than ours. But these bloody things carve in North America in -20, -30, don't they? So they're very, very hardy. Yeah, and this one. This is the one. This one never comes to barley. It's in good shape. That's a tidy little heifer of our own. She's a lovely one, she. They're a bit flighty, they aren't, with them being out. What? Oh yeah, she's a nice one and all. Yeah, I think she's maybe the best one. You know, they haven't got used to you yet. As soon as you get in the yard and you start walking around, stroking their backs and one thing and another, they get a lot quieter then. We're doing a bit of fencing, electric fencing, and rigging this concrete trough up for his drinker in this field here, because it's a very, very wet day and it's forecast sort of, well, winter's on its way, and we don't want the cattle what are out to poach our grass up, our permanent pasture up, so they're coming in here on a temporary basis, and well, it doesn't matter if they make a mess of this really. What a miserable job. Oh, we're piss wet through, but it's done. All we have to do now, we've fenced half this, well, 2/3 of this field, and then Mark, who's got the sheep over there, he'll just finish off, he'll probably run them across for a day or two to nibble yon end off, and we'll give these, them few, just a bit at a time, I think, because I don't think all this lush grass, if they sort of, you know, fill their bellies with that, it might make them a bit skitty, so we'll like I say, sort of strip graze it a little bit. But yeah, new water tank, which I got from a sale, and it had no ball cock with it, and it's a special ball cock. Anyway, we've rigged it up, but what a farce. You know, I'd have been better, for what I bought that for, I'd have been better just going to BATA and buying a trough and all the relevant equipment. The bungs were with it, because it's got 2 holes, they're the bungs for emptying it, but the ball cock I had to bodge one on, and it won't, anyway, it was a ball ache. But anyway, so right, all we have to do now is put plastic up so it's a bit more visible, and energize it. They're just starting to make a mess though in our this is a permanent pasture, and if they're in much longer, they're gonna paddle it to death. So next week I think we'll get them shifted. Yeah, we put these little flags on. It's just ripped plastic, well, it's just cut strips of plastic bags. It just makes it more visible for the cattle or sheep you're putting in. We have a lot of troubles with deer run into it and take it down, so yeah, it's a bit more visible to them and all, and to educate them. Got our shed frame up, and we've ordered the steel. Well, to be fair, I haven't ordered it yet. We're getting it through our buyers group, and they've sent one load of quotes, but one of the specifications on the steel was wrong, so Ian at Woldmarsh is doing it again for me. Yeah, they were wrong lengths, so yeah, hopefully we'll get a bit more made. We'll get the frame made next week, and just before, I want the frame, I'd like the frame and the roof on before Christmas. Whether we can do it, I don't know, but and then we'll decide where we're putting walls, centre posts, and one thing or another, we've got a sort of a vivid idea of how it's going to work. Because in the corner there, that's where the cattle race is. So we're going to open that up, and whatever cattle we have in here, they need to have access to that cattle race, and so we can sort things out, or sort them in the race and bring them in here. But yeah, so right, we'll go see what Ian's quote is. Yeah, a bit of a shout out for Woldmarsh. Ian's come back with his revised prices here. I won't show you who they're from, but we've ended up going with a, well, localish firm, a firm out of Hull, Michael Bath Steel. They've saved us about 170, 80 quid, something like that on the, well, no, a bit more, because the bars were quite a bit cheaper. Yeah, about 180 quid, to be fair. So yeah, it was worth the phone call for Ian to do his shopping about, and they're delivering it Wednesday, Thursday. So thanks very much, Woldmarsh. But this is the deal. You can buy anything off them. This is the list of companies they deal with. Where's my glasses? Like a handicap without my glasses. You know, all these bloody companies. And they're adding to them all the time, from your local tyre firm to your... you can buy tyres off them, you can buy your fertiliser, your seed, everything. You know, it's worth a phone call. It's worth a phone call to Woldmarsh, actually, and see what services they can offer you. They'll probably ask you who do you deal with for a start, and then whatever you spend, you just their wages come out. I think you pay a percentage of what you spend per year. But I mean, sometimes they can't get near them. So I'm going to be totally honest. I've got a couple of real good pals selling one things and another, and if you've got total mates rates, sometimes they can't get near it. But who's got mates rates nowadays? Not many people. You know, it's you know, them days have gone. But these lot are buying, you know, they've got the buying power to keep prices down. So give them a shout, like, and good to deal with. Everybody who I've come across in Woldmarsh are very good to deal with. So that right. On that note, I think Phil's just buggering off home. It's coming in dark. It's about 4 o'clock. I think I'm going to try and persuade my missus to see if she wants to go to the pub for a couple of pints and then an Indian. So on that note, bye for now. It's not like PX Farm's office and Wardy's office, is it, in here?